Hello children, today we are going to learn about polynomials. So what is a polynomial? In mathematics, a polynomial is an expression consisting of variables and coefficients that involves only the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and non-negative integer exponents. For example, x squared minus 3x plus 6, which is a quadratic polynomial. So there are three types of polynomials. The first one is monomial, second one is binomial, and the third one is trinomial. So a monomial is a polynomial with just one term. For example, 3x, 4xy. These are the examples of monomial. Binomial is a polynomial which is the sum of two monomials. Example 2x plus 5. These two are two different terms. So when they combine, they form a binomial. In the same way, trinomial is a polynomial consisting of three terms or monomials. Example 3x plus 5y plus 7z. So this is the pictorial view of monomial, binomial and trinomial. Monomial, where one tire is there, uh, this tire represents the variable or the term. Binomial, where two tires are there, you can say the two terms are there. Trinomial, where three tires or terms are there. So now we learn about zeros of polynomial. Now let p of x, polynomial p of x be 5x cube minus 2x cube plus 3x minus 2. So here, instead of x, if we replace it by 1, everywhere, wherever x is there, we will replace it by 1. We get p of 1 is equals to 5 into 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. So when we solve this, we get 4. So we can say that the value of p of x at x is equals to 1 is 4. In the same way, p of 0 is minus 2. They are called as the zeros of the polynomial. Now, the degree of a polynomial is the highest degree of its terms. When the polynomial is expressed in canonical form, that is as a linear combination of monomials, the degree of a term is the sum of the exponents of the variables that appear in it. So when the degree of the polynomial is 0, it is considered as constant. When the degree of the polynomial is 1, it is considered as linear. When the degree of the polynomial is 2, it is considered as quadratic. And same way, when the degree of the polynomial is 3, it is considered as cubic. And when the degree is 4, it is considered as quartic. So how to find out the degree of a polynomial? For example, whoever have the most letters, he wins. Suppose here x square and the power of x is 4 here and the power of x is 6. So the degree of the polynomial is 6. And here the degree of the polynomial is x has a power 1 and y has the power 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Here 4 plus 4 is 8 and this is a constant. So the highest degree is in the second term. So 8th degree. This is an 8th degree polynomial. In this way we find out the degree of the polynomial. Now the graphs of the polynomial. Graph of the zero polynomial f of x is equals to 0 is the x-axis itself. This is the graph of the zero polynomial f of x is equals to 0. Graph of the polynomial of degree 2. This is the graph of the polynomial of degree 2 where the graph or the curve touches or intersects the x-axis at 2 points. This is called as graph of the polynomial of degree 2. So when the polynomial has degree 0, it is called as a, that is for degree that is 0, that is called as constant. It is called as a monomial. And when the degree is 1 or number of terms are 2, it is called as binomial. When the number of terms are 3, it is called as trinomial. When the number of terms are when 1, it is called a monomial, and the number of terms are 2, it is called as a binomial. Algebraic identities. Algebraic identities. A plus b square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. In the same way, a square minus b square is equals to a into b, a plus b into a minus b. A minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab, and x minus a into x minus b is equals to x square plus a plus b x minus ab. Now arithmetic of polynomials: addition, subtraction and division. Addition of polynomials. Polynomials can be added using the associative law of addition, grouping all their terms together into a single sum, possibly followed by recording and combination of like terms. For example, first line up all the like terms, then add the coefficient. 3x plus 7, 2x plus 3. So the coefficients when we add, we get as 10, and the x variables, x terms, like terms 3x and 2x, when we add, we get 5x. So the result is 5x plus 10. Second method, group the like terms and then add the coefficients. Grouping: 4x square plus 2x square, 6x minus 9x, 7 minus 1. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 9 is minus 3, 7 plus 1 is 8. So sum of the two polynomials, it is also a polynomial. Next is subtraction of polynomials. The same thing, again line up with the like terms and then change the signs of the second polynomial, add them. You'll get the result. Second method is subtraction. 5, suppose an example, 5x square minus 3x minus of minus 8x square plus 11. So the opposite sign of each term and then add. So the difference between here we'll get to know that the difference between two polynomials is also a polynomial. So the methods used to find the division of polynomials are long division method and factor theorem. In the long division method, it is actually long division method is a standard division algorithm suitable for dividing multi-digit numbers that is simple enough to perform by hand. It breaks down a division problem into a series of easier steps. So this is how I've shown an example where we do the division algorithm. Factor theorem is if p of x is a polynomial of degree n, where n is greater than 1 and a is any real number. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. And if p of a is equals to 0 and p of a is equals to 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. Thank you, children.